Conor McGregor is making a headline per day with a broken leg, of all things. I haven't even seen a Kelvin Gastelum interview yet, and he's fighting this weekend. That's the power of McGregor's genius. I feel like he's got a list at home. Yesterday was Daniel Cormier. Today was Bisping. Tomorrow is going to be Chael. I reckon he's going to slide a little bit of a punch at Chael, get Chael to talk about him on his show. Then he's probably going to take a poke at... We got Volkanovski Ortega coming up soon. I reckon he'll mention, like, have fun fighting for my belt. Everyone's going to get angry about that. Then he might poke at Nate Diaz whenever Nate Diaz announces that he's looking to come back, which he said he was looking to come back in December. It's going to be a good time. He's going to sell 1.8 million pay-per-views when he comes back, and I'm going to get so many views, and the sport will be saved one more time because we can't fucking sell a pay-per-view to save our fucking life at the moment. Nice thumbnail. I don't know what the thumbnail is. I didn't actually... Wait, I didn't take a thumbnail. I don't know what a thumbnail is. It might be my cover thing, which is rock old, out cold on the side. Brendan Schaub a hero now. I have no idea what Schaub has done. Schaub solved BJJ. I'm sorry. Do I need to update myself on this bit of information here? No. Brendan Schaub rescued 3 kids after their father drove into oncoming traffic. Okay. Now, I'll tell you this. If this is just Brendan Schaub saying it, I do not fucking believe it for 1 second of my entire life. However, other than that, let me have a little look. Is there any, like, people there that said it was Brendan Schaub? Because I don't know if I'm going to believe it other than that. I'm not scared of anyone. No one. Nah, it's real. Okay, cool stuff. Good stuff. Good for him. Prime Rockhold versus Prime Israel. Who wins and how? I have no idea. The dad was arrested for murder. Okay. Guru fixed the chat finally after 3 years. Well, there's a 10-second delay now in the chat, so... You know what I'm saying? You can't just spam anymore. Guru, I might have an overdose on silly behavior if you don't kiss me. No. I hope you die. Slow mode. It's just 10 seconds, guys. By the time you've sent your message and I've responded to it, you can send another message. This is just to prevent filling up the whole fucking chat. How have you done 2 in a row like that? I don't get it. How? You're rude, bro? Okay. What's the difference? I don't know. It's so much better, indeed. Yo, Guru, what fight reaction was this? There's no question anymore, John Anik. There's no question who's the better fighter between blank and blank. There's no question anymore. There's no question who's the better fighter between bam. It won't be DC versus Miocic because they'd never say that ever in their life. They'd probably still argue that DC has a chance. Jones Cormier or Kutalaba Ankleev. It could also be that. Or I'm thinking it might be a little bit of Dillashaw Barao too. Or Dillashaw Cody Garbrandt. Stop adding things with your own guesses. Now it looks like I'm copying you. Usman Masvidal. Usman Masvidal. That would make sense. Thank you for the $5 florification. I appreciate you. The chat delay means nothing to us big baller super chatters. I mean, the people with, like, 9 inches and above dick size that donate to my chat, because that's what it means. Otherwise, why would you be donating if you didn't have a 9-incher? Thank you for the $5 florification. It won't affect you guys, but, like, not much affects you guys because you're just so fucking alpha. Thank you for the $5 florification. I appreciate your $5, good sir. Thank you. Good stuff. But it helps people not just fill up the chat with absolute AIDS on a daily basis, which actually does happen. Did you watch the MMA Hour? I have not watched it yet. I tuned in for a bit in Masvidal's interview, and he was talking about how Covington was walking around trying to get people arrested. Like, who the fuck? Masvidal, I genuinely think it's a fake beef because there's no way Masvidal thinks we would believe that. He saw Colby Covington walking around with a police sheriff trying to antagonize people to get arrested by him. Like, what fucking imaginary 12-year-old world is Masvidal in where we're going to believe that at all? I think it's absolute fake beef. There's no way around it. There's no way around it. They've got too much in similar. They have too much in common. There's no way. Also, they're talking about shit talking. Masvidal literally shit talks every single opponent he has. Every single opponent he has, he was shit talking. But when Colby does it, it's too far and he doesn't want to have that atmosphere in his gym. I don't get it. It's definitely fake. I just watched a TJ interview with Submission Radio, and I'll have to say they're the best out there, IMO. I think Submission Radio do have the best interviews, in all honesty. They have, like, it's not an interrogation with them, you know? With MMA Junkie, it's like an interrogation with, like, a fucking Xbox 360 Connect microphone, and they're fucking breathing into it every 10 seconds, and you can fucking hear them get up and take a piss in the middle of one of the answers from the fighters. Submission Radio do it right. They like build a rapport with the fighter, and then they're a lot more jokey around. Like Luke Rockhold only goes on Submission Radio for a reason, you know. Why don't you get the best interviews in the game? I don't know. But hold on a second here. Saving 3 kids from a car wreck and killed mother. Right, hang on. Schaub said he stopped and was the first person on the scene, along with another man. He said debris was everywhere. What was everywhere? With a heavy amount of gasoline leaking from the 18-wheeler. Okay. So it's a bit of a, it's a bit of a over-exaggeration of what he did. He opened a car from a car wreck and let the kids out the back seat. But, good for him, At least he didn't just go straight past and be a cunt about it. Nice thumbnail, Puru. Thank you. Submission Radio, Sirs. Okay, thank you for the $2 Canadian. Roman Dolidze. Who is the best middleweight finisher? Roman has an 80% rate. No, he doesn't. He just doesn't. Maybe in his career, but in the UFC, he definitely doesn't. He's won 2 fights, I believe. Maybe 3, and he's finished 1 of them. Thank you for the $2 Canadian. Roman Dolidze. Appreciate you, dude. You could get an interview with Chris Matinho. Yeah, but I don't want one yet. That's the point. I'm not going to do an interview yet. We are surprised, indeed. Should Condit move to 155? Yeah, Condit just lose a bit of fat. Yeah, all that belly that Condit's got on him, and all those massive biceps and massive bulging shoulder muscles and massive legs and massive calves. Condit just needs to lose a bit of that fat and that weight, you know what I mean? Because it's not worth it for him. Yeah. Why don't you fucking chop off a limb while he's at it and make 155? No, 170 for Condit, obviously. Jesus. He's the same size as Hooker, but he's not, though. He's a big guy, and he's got long arms, and he's got a big head. Dan Hooker's got a very small bottom half of his head. Condit's got a big old jaw on him. You know what I mean? Guru, stop trash talking Dolidze. He will be a huge in the future, man. I'm not trash talking him, dude. Just people you want me to trash talk him. That's the point of you making these fucking dumb accounts and speaking about him 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Chop off the head, then you can't get KO'd. True. It's a true story. Who wins between RDA and Islam Makhachev? I'm going to go with Islam Makhachev. But if it's a 5-rounder, I don't mind RDA's chances. Ryan Spann is getting a main event slot before Volkan Yan. I mean, they're on pay-per-views, though, and come on, you know what that means. But yeah, Ryan Spann's getting a main event slot. It's fine. It's a fight, It's that or there'd be no main event that weekend, so it's just unfortunate. Guru, I'm about 99% chance that Angela Hill is going to be a step-in for Ngannou versus Gane. My friend David told me you see who you saying. I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're saying. It's interesting, though. My buddy and I were discussing what it would have looked like in an alternate universe if Conor KO'd Dustin and Billy strutted around and yelled at the fans, "I'm back!" while the crowd's going wild. Yeah. Yeah. I think he would have strutted around and then raised it. Stand up, ya cunts. Stand up, yeah? Show some respect up here. Stand up. And then jumped over the cage, ran straight at Charles Oliveira, stood in his face while everyone's holding him back going, hey, nah! That would have been a great alternative. But instead, we get all the nice guy Poirier talking about how everyone needs to stay hydrated and be a good fucking person because that's what's fun in a fighting sport. I can't wait until they compliment each other at a press conference. I can't fucking wait. It's okay, though. Luque wants to be the backup for Usman versus Colby. I reckon that's a good position for him to be in. Get his show money as well. He gets good show money as well. He'd probably get 100K to show. But that's okay. Also, McGregor's making headlines every day. Let's talk about the title of this fucking stream. McGregor's literally making a headline per day with a broken leg. A headline per day with a broken fucking leg. Every day. A new headline. What's the headline going to be today? Oh, shit. You haven't really attacked John Jones yet. Me and John Jones are cool. Anyone else I can attack? Oh, sheesh, Volkanovski's having a fight coming up soon. Well, we'll go after Volkanovski then. Thank you for the $5 Florification. I appreciate your $5, good sir. Guru, do you think Reyes will be able to make a comeback and be a title contender again? No. I think Reyes is going to... You know what I think? I'm going to predict Reyes' career. He's going to win a fight. He's going to win another fight. He's going to get a title elimination bout. He's going to get KO'd again, in my opinion. I just don't think he's that top level. I know he's good enough to beat John Jones, but basically a lot of the light heavyweights are nowadays. Obviously, he's good enough to beat shitty old John Jones, who's fucking pathetic little fucking post-roid abusing little fucking piece of shit. But anyone can beat Jones. I mean, even Dominic Reyes, who loses to Yuri Praska and Jan Blachowicz. But he's just a bit too old to get back in the title picture, in my opinion. 31 years of age. He's going to be 32 in December. Don't see it happening. His best chance is to get back to the belt when he's 33. Don't see it. He's had TKO losses. TKO losses are not the best. Just seeing it twice in a row. When you get TKO'd, then you get flatlined out cold. It's problemos. Thank you for the $5. Chris Crooklyn. Every time I win a parlay, I got you with 5. Thank you for the $5, Chris Crooklyn. I put 5 on it. Thank you for the $5. And thank you for the $5 Florification as well. Thank you both. Alhamdulillah. What see shadow banned again? I don't know what that means, but thank you. Guru, what did Travis Brown say to Schaub after the TKO? I cannot find this information online. He didn't say anything to him. He said something to him. He was talking about, I think they were just saying, what? And then Schaub says, yeah, I know, man, I'm defending. They were talking to each other about why the fight was stopped, but the fight was rightfully stopped because Schaub was complaining about the stoppage, apparently. Thank you for the $5 Florification. I appreciate you. And thank you for the $5, Chris Crooklyn. Thank you very much. Thank you for the $2 Canadian and 79 cents. James. Thank you. If Brunson beats Till, he deserves a title shot. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. It's just not even a joke. It's just that's the reality of the situation. And Adesanya could have that rematch as legacy. Brunson as legacy. 2021. 2022 even it will be if he beats Darren Till. Crazy old world, isn't it? Old middleweight division. And you wouldn't be able to argue it either. If Brunson beats Till, I think he should be ranked number 2. He's got a better resume than Paulo Costa and Jared Cannonier if he beats Darren Till. You know? I got abused by Jones fans for saying Jones loses at heavyweight. Oh, whatever. Who cares, dude? Live chat, okay. Where's your fucking paragraphs? All the people who talk shit about Conor literally watch those news videos about Conor right when they wake up and right before they go to bed. Then they talk about him for a couple of hours every day. I know. It's funny to say. I love it, though. There's something going on. You know what I mean? Fucking no. Think about this, yeah? McGregor's got a broken leg. Not a single fucking fighter on the roster is making headlines right now. Not a single fighter on the roster is making headlines. Brendan Schaub made more headlines than any other fighter on the roster. I haven't even seen a Kelvin Gastelum interview yet, and McGregor's been in the headlines every day this week. It's crazy. It's very interesting to see. I wish more fighters would do some stuff like this, get into interactions and shit like that, you know? You ready for the refugees? Oh, yeah, UK's got 20,000 refugees. 83% are male between the ages of 18 and 39. You know, just accept it, you know? It's funny stuff. Fat Boy is streaming. Let's go. I know. Who would win a pure boxing match right now, Schaub or Diaz? I'm going to go with Brendan Schaub. Bisping is a hater. Let's not forget, let me talk about this right now. Let's not forget the reason why Bisping doesn't like McGregor anymore. Remember the initial story? I think it was something to do with McGregor being at a club with Bisping and paying no attention to him after he won a big fight in the UFC and having his own VIP section and leaving Bisping and not being cool with him anymore. Let's not forget why Bisping actually doesn't like McGregor. Because he said he just ignored him in a bar once. Because Bisping and McGregor used to be close. They used to party together after their fights. They would go to the bars and the clubs and party together. There's pictures of it. But he aired him once and ignored him at a party. And Bisping got angry about it. And that was the initial conflict that they had. That's bollocks, Guru. I swear it was something like that. Bisping out of nowhere once talked about how him and McGregor fell out at a club. I swear. Guru, which fight are you most confident in this weekend? I'm going to go with... I don't care. Bisping has more eyes than McGregor has defenses. It's true. It's true. But who are Bisping's defenses? Let's not act like Bisping ain't the worst champion in UFC history that's a male. Are we going to ignore that now because people don't like McGregor at the moment? There's so much ammunition back at Bisping. You're always talking out your ass. Dude, I swear to God, Bisping and McGregor had a falling out years ago. And Bisping spoke about it as well. I don't know what you'd have to search up to find it. I tell you, like, come on. There was a moment years ago where they had a falling out and Bisping openly spoke about how they're not really on good terms anymore. Yes, we are going to ignore that. We are going to ignore it then. Outside of Matt Serra and maybe Aljo, but Aljo beat top contenders, a couple of them, you know? 13 ranked Hendo. Dude, I don't even think he was ranked, and if he was, he shouldn't have been. Let's be real. He basically arguably could have lost to Dan Henderson in the UK as his defense. Crazy. Thoughts on Cheez-Its, Guru? I don't know. It was on Believe You Me. It was on Believe You Me. At least someone remembers. He was 14th. How? How is he 14th? I swear they pushed him up there just to have him for a defense. But even still, Bisping got dropped 3 times in that fight. He got dropped twice, but yeah. Guru, how does Jan do at light heavyweight? How does Jan do at heavyweight, sorry? I think Jan Blachowicz loses at heavyweight, in my opinion. Thank you for the $2. Ovius, what's your 2 most confident picks, Goat-Roo? Fine, you paid. You know what? I'm really confident in Jared Cannonier, but I'm not going to say he's my most confident. This whole card's full of shit shows that could go either way. My most confident, I would say, would be Brian Kelleher, and maybe also... My fan just turned off. Maybe also... Fuck, the whole card is toss-ups, man. It's a very hard card to predict. Probably Kelleher, Pantoja, and Jared Cannonier are my more confident picks. Maybe Mark Madsen as well. Trevin Jones, IMO. Yeah, Trevin Jones is good, but I know his opponent's going to come out like a fucking wild man. So we'll see how that one goes. Because Trevin Jones, although he is looking quite good, he's 13-6. You know what I'm saying? Bisping's performance against Silva was so embarrassing. He only won because Silva played with him too much. Not really. He only won because Silva walked away and tried to walk off KO, and it could have been stopped, but the bell sounded and he got saved by the bell. But, you know, it's fine. Thought it was to do with Bisping getting McGregor's role in Triple X because Conor took the second Diaz fight. Interesting. I highly doubt that. Bisping's strength of schedule was so cush. Okay. And how would that make there a conflict? McGregor doesn't go for a role and Bisping gets it because McGregor doesn't get it. How would that be beef? That would be Bisping saying thank you to McGregor. They genuinely had a falling out, though. I remember that. I mean, what if Big Daddy Brock Lesnar comes back and destroys everybody? You can't, though, because the roids that Lesnar would have to take are too obvious roids to get through USADA. You have to have really good roids. Like, it's almost like if you're like under a certain management company and you could be a star for the company, and you became a champion and then started making drastic increases in skill that we've never seen before, and increases in power that we've never seen before, and head shape changes and growing breasts. Once you get that championship payday, then it'd be obvious that you're using some kind of expensive roid. You know what I mean? Best pay-per-view to watch with Guru commentary. I have no idea. But 236 was very good. Was it 236? It wasn't the best pay-per-view, but the title fights on there were very good. Holloway Poirier 2 and Gastelum Adesanya. Good stuff. That's a shit card, though. Jesus Christ. Jarlin Turner versus Matt Favola is the headliner of the prelims. Man, you look back at some of these, fucking hell, man. These fight night cards as well. This company's going down the pisser because all of these fucking losers that don't make anything fun are winning. All these humble guys. Otherwise known as boring people. Israel isn't managed by Ali, though. No, he's not. He's managed by McGregor's management. A very rich management company. And he grew a breast. Emmett versus Barboza. Okay. I didn't say Adesanya either, dude. I was only mentioning, like, something a roid abuser would do. I was just describing an obvious roid abuser. I never said Adesanya, but you happen to immediately think of him when I described an obvious roid user. Never mind. All these stay hydrated guys, yeah, I know, it's fucking annoying. But we got to deal with it because everyone likes them so much they never buy any of their pay-per-views and sink the company because of it. Ha ha ha. Dude, this is what the sport's really about. This is who we should really get behind. Their pay-per-view's coming up soon. They're fighting. I don't really care. I'll just comment the next time they say something nice on Instagram about them. But, like, they're going to sell 200k pay-per-view buys, and then we're going to be more in debt to ESPN, and then people won't get paid as much. Yeah, but, you know, I don't care. They're nice people, though. It's annoying to me. Which interview is harder to get through, Poirier or Leon Edwards? I think Edwards does so few of them, and we don't really know much about Edwards. It's almost like you're learning something new about him in an interview. I don't even think he's one of the worst interviewers or interviewees. But with Poirier, I've heard what he has to say. I really like Poirier. Poirier is one of my favorite fighters. I put him in S tier on my most exciting fighters list. Like, he's one of my favorite fighters to watch. But his interviews, it's just it's the same answers every single time. And it's also like there's this standoffish attitude. Like, why should I reveal that to you? Dude, because your fans are watching. We want to hear what's going on. You know what I mean? Not just about the money stuff, but there's almost like a standoffish thing to certain questions that he'll just dip around. And it's just like, oh, you don't even care. It's annoying. He always looks uncomfortable. Yeah, he looks like he's in an interrogation all the time. Even if it's like a fun question. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. Okay? You're not that guy. Funny to see the haters all coming at McGregor now. It's good stuff, dude. Dude, he's going to sell so many pay-per-views when he comes back. This is great. He's going to have a massive card against a massive name with a bunch of other fighters on the card that are all going to become superstars because of it being a McGregor comeback card. I'm so glad that he's coming back, even with millions in the bank. We could have never had these two Poirier fights. He could have just got his 100 mil, sold his company for hundreds of millions, and then just left it. Imagine if we didn't have any of the Poirier cards this year. No Tuivasa blowing up and becoming a star. O'Malley blew up and became a star on that card. Had a great moment on that. I don't know. I just feel like we'd have missed out on so much, dude. Ferguson, it's got to be Tony Ferguson. It's got to be. Jan versus Glover prediction guru. I'm going to go with Jan Blachowicz. Uppercut KO in the first round. Chris also. Yeah, Chris Matinho blew up, became a bit of a name himself. True. You can tell Dustin wants to be a heel so bad and that it eats him alive playing this bullshit person of being a family man and a hard worker like how Chandler does. Dustin would make a dope heel. I don't know. I just think, I don't know if he's trying to avoid being a heel. I don't know. If McGregor comes back, he has to fight Arman. No, he fights a big name in Tony Ferguson. And if he loses, all of the McGregor fans that hate him and say he should just hang up the gloves, he's done, I don't want to see him anymore, they're going to watch. Dude, watch him lose. All these people that hate McGregor really don't want him to come back and fight again. It's so annoying. Like, let him come back and lose. Come back and watch him lose. It's so good. If you hate McGregor, why not? If you think he's done and would lose to everyone in the rankings of the lightweight division, let him come back and lose. And we get a whole other card with a bunch of other big fucking fighters to come off of it. But they hate him. They don't want him to come back. They hate him so much, they don't want to see him get beaten up on live television in front of millions. It's crazy. You want Conor versus Tony or McGregor versus Diaz? Well, Diaz is coming back in December against a big name. So let's do Conor versus Tony in February. Conor versus Tony in February. McGregor versus Ferguson main event. I don't know what else you do on the card because there's no belt on the line, but you put Taito Ivasa on there, O'Malley on there. Now we're talking. Maybe even March, so we could have a bit more time to turn around those other fighters that I just mentioned. They also don't want to see Khabib ever fight again. Yeah, which is kind of weird. I'd love to see Khabib fight again, man. 30-0, all on the line against Charles Oliveira. If Oliveira beats a couple of good contenders and there's no one else next, that'd be great, but that won't happen. I don't see Khabib coming back. Exactly, he should come back. I want to see him get smashed by Arman. Exactly, dude. Imagine Arman Tsarukyan. He is a known fighter. People know of Arman Tsarukyan, but no one really knows of Arman Tsarukyan yet. The hardcore fans, they're aware of who he is because he's very good. But no one really knows him in the mainstream. Imagine if he comes back against Arman and gets obliterated and styled on and destroyed for a decision loss or a TKO in the later rounds after getting mollywopped and manhandled. Arman's a massive, big star name out of nowhere. Let's have McGregor come back and lose again. Can't put O'Malley on 2 McGregor cards in a row. You can. You literally can. What do you mean? What do you mean, dude? You just don't want him to get more popular, I guess. What do you mean you can't do it 2 in a row? What rule is that? Is that like the 12-6 elbow, dude? Remember, of course, after the 12-6 elbow and the eye poke rules, no O'Malley on 2 McGregor cards in a row, remember? You can't do it. You just can't do it. What do you mean? Obviously, they're going to do that. I'm so hyped for Conor versus Tony. I'm so freaking happy. Same here, dude. Same here. And the fact that Ferguson wasn't interested in a Dan Hooker matchup or a Makhachev matchup or an RDA matchup, and he's sort of been silent about this whole topic. He's either fighting Nate Diaz at 170 or he's coming back against McGregor. How much does Conor versus Tony sell? Oh my God. After the press conference, Conor Tony would sell over 1.5 million. It'd sell around that range. 1.5, 1.6 for sure. Because the press conference would be great. They're genuinely celebrating these guys retiring. I know. I bet if Adesanya retires, if he beats Rob, maybe Till after that. Man, so good he retires while healthy when there's so much more Izzy could have done. I love seeing them keep going. GSP, even after 4 years off. I'm coming back. Whatever he does on Mojohead's cartoon. But he's coming back. 4 years off, still in the fucking game. Still got that itch to compete. I like those guys. They give us shows. They give us what we want. Thank you for the €2, Sean MMA. Conor versus Stevens may be low. No, that's just too dumb. There's too many. McGregor only fights top 10 opponents or top 5 opponents or top 3 opponents. You can't do someone outside of that range. Thank you for the €2, Sean MMA. Dude, imagine if McGregor was doing a Floyd Mayweather. Imagine if he came back against Jake Paul after the Deji fight and just got the free 100 million pay-per-view buys, or not 100 million, $100 million from the pay-per-view buys. That could have been a McGregor pathway. After the Khabib loss and after the Cerrone win, he didn't even have to go after Poirier. Imagine he just fucking takes some cash fights, just boxes Logan Paul earlier than Mayweather did for 100 million. I'm glad that he's choosing to fight like top-level contenders so they have something to gain from beating him, you know what I mean? Thank you for the €2, Sean MMA. Not Conor versus Stevens, but it'd be a good one. I think both Conor and Tony want it. I know. I really want Tony to get it as well because I reckon Tony Ferguson at least get $1 million to show against McGregor. He's fought so much. It'd be his last fight, maybe, in their eyes. I reckon they could definitely give him $1 million to show there. If they can give Jan Blachowicz $1 million to show against Adesanya, they'd probably give Ferg a nice milli to retire on if he loses. But if he wins, right back in the mix. Ferguson versus who? That's what we're talking about next. That'd be a good one. Does Khabib dominate Charles? I don't know. I reckon if Khabib fought Charles after he beat Gaethje, he would have beaten him. But Khabib coming back after a long time off, it's different Khabib. He literally isn't doing MMA right now. He's not like training the whole time and still staying in. He's not GSP in it, where GSP never left the gym. He wants to do football. But I think if he continued his defenses, he would have defended against Oliveira and beat him. Which would have been good to see him break a record, but never mind. 29-0. Did the UFC go downhill after the Fertitas sold it? Not downhill because McGregor came along at the same time. But, man, the cards feel real weak recently. That's all I'll say. Especially the fight night cards. I think the fight night cards went real downhill because now they're on a major... Listen, Strickland versus Uriah Hall almost got 1 million live viewers. And Bellator got like 30K or 40K, whatever it got. Like, that's ridiculous. It just shows you the power that having ESPN brings you. But it has gone downhill because they don't have to care anymore. You know? They're not making their own money. They're just taking money and then just putting on whatever the fuck they want, really. Do you know what I'm saying? Your Ras, Bumba Clark Ras, you know. Ooh, Guru, stop acting like we all aren't waiting for the hairline tier list. Please make it. My tier lists are going to be Thursday and Friday. I don't know what I'm going to do today, man. I don't know what to do today. Can I get a what up? What up, man? What up? Guru, what was your first card you watched? My first card I watched. I don't even know. Slow mode is on. Herderp. It's on for 10 seconds at a time, dude. You can't spam, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? You can repeat questions every 10 seconds, but you can't just fucking and fill it up. Guru, make a delusional fighters tier list. How about you shut your mouth? But yes, I will, and I'll put Nate Diaz at S tier and get 50% dislikes. But I literally went today, this morning. I'm sorry to speak all about this, but it is the title of the fucking thing, and there's nothing else going on in the MMA world whatsoever. Let me tell you this. I went from a post about McGregor shit-talking Bisping and everyone calling him delusional. I literally swiped up a couple of times on my phone, went down the YouTube feed to another community post that was a picture of Nate Diaz saying, I'm defending my belt in December. And everyone's saying, yeah, Diaz up. Like, it's so weird. The difference in, like, treatment. It's very strange. Why are people saying that Khabib is undefeated as a coach? Didn't one of his guys lose to Hakeem Dawodu? Zubair Tukhugov. Yeah, but they're still calling him undefeated. Yeah, you're right, actually. Yeah, you're right. Zubair Tukhugov lost to Hakeem Dawodu. Why do they keep saying he's undefeated? I guess that maybe was before he started. No, that wasn't before. That was pretty recently. It's only when they win that they count on his record. You know what I mean? He wasn't in his corner, though. Ah, that was probably it, yeah. Fair play. That makes sense. 2021. Yeah, fair play. Khabib and his fans are scared for his record, yeah. Khabib didn't coach them, okay. But he was helping out in the gym back then. But I guess he wasn't, like, cornering full-time. If Khabib was in Zubaira Tukagov's corner, he wouldn't have completely gassed out in the third round and ran away. Guru, thoughts on Weasel saying Conor at 45 loses to Giga but beats Barboza and Yair? Shit, I don't know about that. I think McGregor can beat opponents at 45, but I just don't want to see McGregor drain himself back down to 45. I reckon he'd get KO'd. I don't think I like any of those matchups for him. I think his weight division is 55. He cuts weight to make it, you know what I mean? So just stay at 55, but I don't know. Look for smaller opponents, maybe. Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty. I know Americans say D with a T, don't they? Hey, it's Morty. But we say Morty. Crackhead McGregor at 145, yeah? Gamrot beats Conor, yes or no? I don't know about that one. Gamrot's good, but like, I don't know. He has had some close fights with Garam. What would McGregor do? Would he make it that close? But I don't know. I would maybe pick those guys against him. I'd pick those guys against a lot of the upper guys, to be fair. Because I think they're going to definitely be top 5 soon. Conor is small. He is small, but he's got long limbs and a big head and big hands. So he's small in terms of frame. Not frame. He's small in terms of looking at him, but he's got a lot of mass. You know what I mean? He's got a massive head. Like, look at the perfect example of this is type in McGregor versus Cerrone weigh-in. And look at the difference in the size of their fucking heads. You know what I mean? Like, McGregor's got a couple of pounds on Cerrone purely in his head. Like, just in his head shape. Which is pretty ridiculous to think about. But look at them. When he stands up. Look at when McGregor stands up. And Cerrone's a guy who's a big 155er, you know? The difference in the head size between them. McGregor's got a good 3 pounds of bone on Donald Cerrone there. You know what I mean? That's the beard, Guru. No, I'm not talking about the beard. Jeez, I can see what the beard is and what the beard isn't. Even without the beard, look at the size of his dome. The size of his dome compared to Cerrone. The width between the back of this to the front of his nose, you know? The forehead size. He's just got a big head. RDA beats Conor. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what RDA does. I think RDA is just good enough to make things close with everyone. And somehow competitive with everyone. I don't know what it is with RDA. Because in hindsight, Paul Felder would have beaten him with like an extra week of training, no? What about the Quark? I mean, I don't want to mention that. Let's be real. Look at that dome on me. I'm a fucking animal, yeah. RDA gets KO'd, yeah. RDA got finished by Clay Guida. And Stevens. It's a good time. RDA is washed, man. I would hope so. Don't want to get a staph infection. Are there any rumors about Tony versus Conor? I don't know, but I really hope there are, and I hope they come out soon, and I hope that McGregor even calls out Tony Ferguson on Instagram or Twitter. You know? I hope McGregor just posts a tweet that says, El Kukui. That's all it should say, and the whole world will blow up again. Every headline. DC and RC. Did you hear about this news? Oh, I just spent 10 minutes talking about this. Believe you me. Oh, half an hour. That's the whole point of the show today. Let's talk about McGregor versus Ferguson. It'd be a great time. If Conor is serious about 170, does he beat a single top 15? I reckon he could. 155 is a pretty good compared to other divisions, you know? But let me look at the top of the division. Ow! McGregor whoops Bilal Muhammad, I think. I think he'd KO him as well. Hot take. Not even a hot take, though. I think if McGregor signed with Bilal Muhammad, I'd pick him. Other than that, though, who else? He'd have a chance against Magny. Magny's so long and rangy, it would be weird. He'd probably fucking guillotine Chiesa, let's be real. Chiesa just gets submitted somehow, you know? Chiesa would win the whole fight and then just fucking put himself in an inverted triangle and get finished. I I don't know. I think he could beat some of them, but no one in the top 5, I wouldn't say. He'd have a chance against Burns catching him early, but I don't think he'd beat him. I think Burns would just grapple with him early. I'd say he beats Jeff Neal. But the problem is with McGregor, they're all 5-rounders. It'd almost be smart for him to take a 3-rounder, you know? In a 3-rounder, he could beat a lot of these guys. Edwards, maybe. Honestly, maybe, dude. You don't know. If Nate Diaz can catch him at one point, like, look at the level McGregor was above Diaz when they fought each other. In the early rounds, you know? In the early rounds, he's got a chance against a lot of these guys. But some of them are just a bit too big for him. I don't recommend him moving up to 170. Fight Tony Ferguson. The winner will be number 6 or 5 in the lightweight division. And then look for like a Gaethje who wants a title shot, but they might not give it to him yet. So they want to do you versus him in the meantime. Or if Poirier loses to Oliveira, then you do him versus McGregor 4. Like, all he needs to do is win one fight and he's right back in the mix. Guru, how long would Ngannou last in Croydon and Peckham? I think he'd be all right with Ngannou. Conor can KO Gilbert like Dan Hooker did. Yeah, true. Listen, that's the reality of the situation. That's just how it is at 155. They're that much better. So, like, in the early rounds, before size becomes a factor, they can, like, tune them up. They can tune them up real good. If Ferguson survives until round 3, McGregor might be holding on for life. True, actually, yeah. True. But I think McGregor would clip him. Not finish him. I think McGregor would go out and have a great scrap with him and definitely slow down in the 3rd round. But I think he'd chop up the legs and just, like, clip him a couple of times early enough to knock him down and win the rounds based on the knockdowns. You know what I mean? Even if he might, like, I could see him getting, like, evenly landed with significant strikes in certain rounds, but he'll just, like, crack Ferguson and knock him down for a second, you know? Shit, if I was McGregor looking at the previous few opponents, I'd probably just fucking take down Ferguson and half guard simulator him. He might just stay there. Ferguson, I don't know what's happened, but something's happened. Ngannou is training with Canelo Alvarez. 5th post from the latest post, he'll smoke Garm. What does that mean? He's training with Canelo Alvarez? Oh, good. Maybe he'll come back ginger. What do you want me to take from that? I assume Garn's been training with some good fighters that are maybe his size as well. Who has McGregor clipped at lightweight other than Alvarez? It's a very specifically worded question because there's no other wins at lightweight. So obviously he's not going to have clipped them. But I know he dropped Nate Diaz at 170, which Edwards couldn't do, which Masvidal barely did. No one took Diaz off his feet at 170 with shots. You know what I'm saying? But you basically asked a question so specifically worded that I have to agree with you because he's only beaten Alvarez at lightweight. But he looked like he stunned Poirier at one point. Dude's still got power. Don't be dumb. You know what I mean? Guru, what did mummy cook for dinner today? Oh, I made dinner today. My mum don't make me dinner. Sometimes she randomly will on weekends, but weekdays, I'm making food for myself. I made I haven't had dinner yet. I haven't actually. Oh, it's fucking 10 p.m. I don't know what's happening to me, dude. I think I need to stop doing these late night streams, but I'm going to continue to do them because of the donations. I'll do anything for Super Chat donations. As long as there's Super Chat donations, I'm there. That's how my life works. I'm a changed man. Give me the fucking Super Chat. I'm joking. I'm done. I'm fine. Ankalaev versus Ozdemir prediction. I'm going to go with Magomed Ankalaev versus Volkan Ozdemir. I'm going to go with Magomed Ankalaev getting a decision win over 3 rounds, landing the better shots, Joe Rogan. Unbelievable. This is normal time stream, you fuck. How about you tell your nan to... I'm not going to go that far with you, nan. Man, Tony versus Conor, the press conference would be crazy. Imagine a world where the... Listen, because this could be a reality. Hear me out. Vittori beats Costa. Till beats Brunson. Hear me out. Imagine a world where the main event of the press conference with everyone else on stage is McGregor and Ferguson. The co-main event is Darren Till versus Marvin Vettori. Wait! The feature fight at the press conference is Sean O'Malley versus fucking Marlon Vera 2, the rematch, okay? Shit talk will be had. Then, the opener of the main card of that fight night is Taito Ivasa after a win versus, let's say, Tom Aspinall. Then another guy on the main card of that press conference, another fight. Fuck, I don't care what you do with it. Just fucking bring up fucking, I don't know, bring up what's left of Matt Hughes and let him speak for a bit. I don't care. Matty Ice, sup, broski. Okay. Sean Strickland versus Kevin Holland. Yes. Yes, that's what it is. Strickland, Kevin Holland. Pay-per-view. Listen to that, dude. That sells. If the pay-per-view buyers were 1.5 million before that press conference, just because McGregor's there, that press conference would generate another couple 100,000 at least. Thank you for the £2, Jasper Smith. I would pay for the world for a kiss of thy lips. Thank you for the £2. I don't give a fuck. I'm doing it. I'm not your whore, bitch. Thank you for the £2. Jasper Smith sus. Okay, Dana book it. Indeed, Dana fucking book that fucking press conference, dude. I think people don't get it, but I'm just here for the show of the fucking sport, dude. I'm not trying to see McGregor ride off into the fucking sunset with his millions. Lose some fucking brain cells for me, bitch. I hate it when they become the huge star and now it's time to go. You know? Guru is that guy, pal. I'm that type of guy, pal. Hey, you're not that guy. Okay? You're not that guy. Yeah. What's up, Guru? I saw you around Battersea today. You were looking kind of small. What the fuck is Battersea anyway? The fact that I don't even know what that is means I was nowhere near there. Add Angela Hill so the press conference is ruined. Yes, we need that in there as well, for sure. Guru Ban, Z Melon, always spamming. There cannot be spammers anymore. You understand me, boy? Conor versus Gaethje would be fun. Would be a fun one. It would be a fun one, yes. With Ali Abdelaziz in the press conference as well. And Gaethje not even there. McGregor versus Ali press conference. Can we get a prayer that Tony doesn't sign a fight with Gillespie and waits for Conor? Yes. Well, I might actually have to make that prayer, yes. Who has more potential, Simone or Merab? I'll say Merab just because of his grappling heavy game plan. Ricky Simone does the same thing, but he seems to entertain the striking a little bit more. I think there's room for a dominant grappler in the top 5 of the bantamweight division at the moment, especially with guys like Sandhagen, Yan, Dillashaw. You know what I mean? So we'll see Aldo as well. But I think both of them have positive futures. I think Simone is younger than Merab, so maybe Simone. How old are they? I'm sure Ricky Simone's like 28 or something, 27. Ricky Simone's 28, about to turn 29. Never mind. And Merab Dvalishvili, I believe, is like 29. 30. And he's, oh my God, he's going to be 31 in January. These old fuckers, man. How have you taken this long? How does that make any sense? O'Malley had 2 years off and he's still 26. I don't understand how these guys are so old. Jesus, stop getting into a new career at 25. It's actually pissing me off. I spammed Guru on Ariel's live. He didn't give a fuck, though. I probably won't even watch him. Why do you cry if Tony fought Gillespie? Would you cry? I would cry if Tony fought Gillespie because it would literally be the death sentence of his entire career and it would make no sense whatsoever. So I would be very unhappy with that, yes. London is a shithole. Your family should move. We're going to have to soon because it's only going to get shittier as the agenda moves forward, if you know what I'm saying. Another 20,000 boys. Who knows what the cause of the crime rate rising at fucking record levels? Who knows what it could be? You know? Yeah, we're going to have to leave soon. The crime rate's getting a bit mad. If it gets a bit worse, then you're talking about it's a risk to even be out there, you know? Guru, you should get a green screen and put the topic of the stream or video behind you. Indeed. What's going on in London? Everything is according to plan. Shush. Just ignore it and we'll keep going. We're not allowed to say. Guru, have you watched Izzy's interview on News Talk Z8? It's the most likable he's ever been. I have not seen that, no. Oh, I did actually see that advertised. It didn't have many views, and it's just him and this, like, I guess, New Zealander guy in, like, a radio station setup. I watched it for a bit, but I can't keep my attention span on videos like that. So maybe I'll go back and watch that again. It seemed like a very relaxed interview, you know, in person. There was no screen. Man, Zoom calls it like shit, man. He has 350k viewers. Oh, well, I saw it when it had like 12k, I guess. I must have seen it when it just came out. Colored races are societal wrecking balls. White is a color as well. White is a color. I don't like that one. People of color. Dude. I'm saying. I can't fucking find anything that's white right now, but there's some white stuff out there, you know what I'm saying? LeBron James. Ban people. Okay. Guru, do an impression of Anthony Joshua telling us to stay humble and being a role model. I don't care. UFC should have a McGregor versus Tony as the first ever pay-per-view fight night to be a non-title bout. First ever pay-per-view main fight to be a non-title bout. They've done it before. Have a random title shot as the co-main, then O'Malley in the feature fight versus Edgar. Co-main suggest. No, they've done it before with the non-title fight as the main event, haven't they? McGregor Diaz won. You know? UFC Liverpool, would you go? No, I would not. Oh yeah, true, indeed. Okay, everyone calm down. Jesus, I mentioned one thing. You guys going off with it? Marlon Moraes talking to Darren Till impression for old time's sakes. I don't know, man. You have to go win a fight out there, man. Yeah, mate, I'm fucking trying, but it's fucking your fucking high-pitched voice in me fucking ear when I'm trying to fucking dodge Whittaker's shots. I can't fucking hear it, mate. So shut the fuck up, you fucking bully boy. Loser. That was his best moment. Oh my God, I listened to Darren Till's interview with the Ariel Helwani's. Dude, he's so funny. He's actually like a comedian kind of funny. A little bit. I know it's just like he's a fighter, so like anything they do that's reasonably entertaining will be somewhat funny. But man, on Ariel's show, he was really good. At the end when he's like, "Oh yeah, so what about the schmo?" And then it's just his voice trailing off in the background, and he's trying to get Ariel to talk about the schmo. It's funny. Seat sniffing crew checking in, indeed. What other fights have been main fights for pay-per-view cards outside of Conor's fights? Main fights for pay-per-view cards outside of Conor's fights. Well, BMF belt, Masvidal versus Nate Diaz. Lesnar versus someone, correct? I think Lesnar versus someone was the... No, it wasn't the main event, was it? Never mind. Nunes was the main event of UFC 200. Wow. She had pay-per-view points. She's a fucking lucky bitch right there. I don't think any others have been... Silver Adesanya, true, but that was like a replacement, like, we'll just do this, because the main event fell out in the last minute. But yes, that's true. Silver versus Adesanya was a pay-per-view. Like non-title fights outside of Conor's that were the main fight. I don't know what we're doing anymore. How did the BMF belt not make a UFC a joke like WWE? I mean, it kind of did when you look back at it, you know? Can we be honest? Looking back at the BMF belt, it's so cringy, dude. It's so crazy. Dude, I kind of like that Dana still goes after Ariel. I guarantee he had a talk with Ariel and promised him that he'll never fucking be able to gain access again. That's fucking gangster, to be honest. I mean, I don't know. I'd like Ariel to be at the press conferences just because the people that are there are just fucking annoyingly bad. Dude, stop saying positive things about white people. Don't you fucking get it? John Jones, out you go. 300 seconds, you're banned. That's not what we want here. You can insult them in the chat as much as you want. You say something positive, dude. I don't want to get demonetized. You know what I mean? Imagine Conor and Tony talking trash, Holland and Strickland talking trash, Hamzat trashing Conor, Holland and Strickland, and Till and I am done already! There's too many names, dude! Imagine Conor and Tony talking trash, Holland and Strickland talking trash, Hamzat trashing Conor, Holland, and Strickland, and Till and Strickland having back and forth, and then Vettori rambling. Okay, so who is Hamzat fighting at this press conference? He's just there in the corner. Yes, brother, you know this, brother. Shut the fuck up, you doik. Like, who is in the press conference then with Chimaev? Or is he just there in the corner? Conor coming back fighting Marty. Gee, I don't know. I don't know, man. He won't fight Usman when he comes back. Jesus Christ. A deaf man's dream. Yes. Ariel was the only guy that turns Dana into a soy boy. Okay, I don't know about that. Let's have multiple colored eyes. Okay, let's just... You're being too positive about us. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to dial it back a bit. We did a huge press conference with Sean and a bunch of bantamweights. Okay. Usman versus Izzy. We're going to go fucking Adesanya chopping at his fucking legs from the outside. In hindsight, Usman's takedowns aren't even that good. He's just bigger than some opponents. Against Masvidal, he wasn't really able to control him in the second fight, you know? And he didn't even want to go to the ground with Burns. Could he take down Izzy and run a clinic on him? Maybe. But maybe his takedowns were just a product of it being RDA. Because let's be honest, he didn't even ragdoll Maya. So, like, I feel like maybe it was just a product of him taking on some smaller guys. But he could out-grapple Leon Edwards back in the day. I don't know. It just seems like Usman doesn't like his grappling as much. Or doesn't like to go to his grappling as much. You know? Sean O'Malley is one of the most overrated fighters of all time. No, he's not, though, dude. He's just got a lot of... He might be overhyped, but no one's saying that he's going to be champ. Let's be real. There's not a lot of... I don't know what community posts you're looking at. I don't know what comment sections in YouTube you're looking at or what Instagram comment sections you're looking at. But literally no one thinks that he's going to beat top contenders. Top 5 guys. No one's saying, dude, he's going to become champ. Every single comment on O'Malley is talking about how he's never going to become a champion. He'll never beat top guys. He's a can crusher. Like, that to me is not overrated, in my opinion. If anything, he's a little bit underrated because he maybe would have a chance against those top guys. Fuck Luke Rockhold. That guy's a fucking piece of shit. I already shook your hand. Telling me to fuck off, basically. Do you know who you are? Do you know who you are? Dude, I gotta be honest. I reckon Khabib has a decent chance against Edwards. Now, I don't think he beats him, but out of the top guys, Edwards is very beatable for Khabib IMO. Potentially, yes. I just don't like Edwards' pacing because it tells me that maybe he's going to gas out if someone puts a volume on him. You know what I mean? Because he takes it so slow, but he still looked reasonably exhausted in that 5th round against Nate Diaz. He basically had no trouble against Diaz whatsoever. No body shots landed by Diaz whatsoever. He kept such a slow pace and output, and he was still exhausted in the 5th round. I don't know. I don't know what Edwards is going to do. I don't know. I think he needs to just take another fight, dude, and shut up. Khabib's a heavyweight now. Okay. What does Strickland have to do to get a title shot? Beat Luke Rockhold, call out a top 5 guy. Strickland will get whoever doesn't get each other out of the 3 fights. Gastelum, Cannonier winner. Vettori, Costa winner. And Till versus Brunson winner. Out of those 3 fights, Cannonier, Gastelum, Costa, Vettori, Till, Brunson, 2 of the winners are going to be matched up together. Whoever isn't will be matched up with a winner of Strickland versus Rockhold. That's what they're going to do anyway. And then just fuck Jack Hermansson, yeah? Or, I don't know what Hermansson's going to do, man. Fuck off. I don't know what Hermansson's going to do. Maybe Hermansson gets one of the winners, but fuck it. Diaz is all armor and no weaponry. Okay. It should have been Hermansson Strickland now. I'm a little bit annoyed by Rockhold coming back, but I'm glad about it at the same time. Talk about Goddard reffing all the fights of Ali's boys. Yeah. And also giving them little handshakes before the fight starts and smiling while Usman finishes Covington to the back of the head and then stopping it early. It's funny. It's just funny, though. Just funny stuff that makes it fair. It's just always fair. Should have been Rockhold versus Jack. That would have been a great one as well. But Hermansson's a little bit delusional. I don't like that. Calling out Whittaker when he's on a 3-fight win streak. Like, you had no other fucking call out, dude. Whittaker was on a 3-fight win streak. Obviously going to be fighting for the belt next. Hermansson beats Edmund Shabazian and he's fucking... I want Robert Whittaker next. You know, the guy in Philadelphia. And I want to fight him in Australia to win the belt. What? Who else? You could have called out anyone else. You chose Robert Whittaker, the guy who's definitely not going to fight you next. I don't get it. He's done. Leon Scott is so boring. No personality, boring fights. Okay. If Colby beats Marty, will Masvidal get a title shot again? I really don't. I really hope not. I kind of hope Covington doesn't get the belt. Because Usman is so boring outside of his fighting skill that he'll never be, like, hired for anything outside of the UFC. You know what I mean? Like, Usman's never going to pull numbers in a WWE match because no one gives a fuck about his... It's all about his fighting. Nothing about his personality whatsoever is liked by anyone on earth outside of Nigeria. And Nebraska, of course, his hometown. Woo-woo! NBA! Why? Either way. Is NBA the initials for Nebraska? I don't know what it is. Either way. I don't know. We'll see. I reckon if Covington gets the belt, I'm worried. I hope Usman beats him. Because if Covington gets the belt, I can see him fucking calling out John Cena or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like Covington won't be a non-stop defending champion, let's just say. I think if Covington gets the belt, he's going to probably fucking be a bit of a problem to deal with, let's just say. You know what I'm saying? A tier lists of referees, please, Guru. No, but maybe. Usman going to go down as MMA GOAT. What a fucking sport it would be. I like Usman. He's all right. He's okay. He has me on some sentences, I must say. But then the next sentence is just like, he's a cunt. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, a glimmer of humanity in Usman. Oh, you've compared yourself to Muhammad Ali. You know what I mean? Like, it's just constantly, it's so annoying. There'll be moments where Usman's like, I can get on board with this, Usman. I can get on board with this. Then there's that afterwards. Never mind. A tier list of references, please, Guru. Okay. Usman's doing good. Oh, he said activity literally in an Irish fucking accent. Okay. Oh, Usman being likable. Oh, he's speaking like a gangster, even though he's very well spoken. Okay, never mind. It doesn't make no sense. Oh, Usman being likable. Oh, green panty night. We're done. Usman is cringe because he tries so fucking hard. If I notice that a fighter just doesn't have that extra to them to become champ, then I completely ignore their existence. I don't care about... Okay. I don't care about Hermansson, Thompson, Hooker. They don't exist to me, really. Okay, then. Interesting. Just completely seal him out. I'll watch Dan Hooker's interviews. He's pretty funny. But I don't really pay too much attention to Hermansson anymore. But, I don't know, dude. Hermansson I like Hermansson, but he just doesn't seem like he's got to grips with just how to strike effectively. Even though he beat Shabazian. That was mainly done with the grappling. I don't know. It's interesting. You know, let me see him. Your ass and a boom, 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 ass. Man, Moraes is so lucky, dude. He's still number 6 at Bantamweight. If he beats Moraes is like, hey, title elimination bout. Where's the title elimination bout? Bonkers. 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 Some people think I'm bonkers, but I just think I'm free. I'm just living my life. Yeah, but there's nothing crazy about me. Yeah. Oh. Some people pay for thrills, but I get mine for free. Yeah, I'm just living my... Usman thinks he could beat Canelo in a boxing match. Ha 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 ha. Let's just say. Hot take, Leon Edwards is shit and would lose to all of the top 5. I don't know, dude. I don't get this sport. It doesn't make any sense. I watch McGregor literally neutralize Khabib's top game for an entire fucking round, and fucking Poirier's raining down elbows on him. I don't get this sport anymore, okay? So let's just stop discussing it. It makes no fucking sense. It's literally, and I'm gonna give you a hot take here. This sport is genuinely 60% fucking luck. No one really knows what punches they're slipping. But if they throw the right punches as you're preemptively slipping them, it's going to look cool. It could also get you KO'd out cold. It's literally based on complete luck. A jab could KO you, but you could eat haymakers all day. It's literally a luck-based sport. In reality, there's fun to it, and the better you are, the less lucky it's going to be. But you can get hit with 50,000 body shots, spinning back kicks to the body, but it's a lead hook to the liver that puts you down. Like, it's just a random fucking fight, and anyone can literally beat anyone. Sugar getting a title shot after 2 fights? I would hope not. But it depends what 2 fights they are. If he beats Dominic Cruz next and they make that fight, then he fights Rob Font. There is an argument, but I'd really prefer 3, if anything. 3. 3 of them. It's because people get better like anime characters. Don't bring up anime, you absolute weeb. Out! No, I'm joking. True, that's something you realize when you've watched every event or so for like a year. It's just entirely luck-based. People getting rocked and recovering, but other times they go completely out cold. It's just, if you get knocked down, there's literally like a random dice that gets thrown. If it lands on 5, then you're out cold. If it lands on 6, 4, 3, 2, or 1, then you're rocked. You know what I mean? If it lands on 2, you get TKO'd. If it lands on 1, 3, 4, or 6, then you can get back up. If it lands on 3 or 4, then once you get back up, you're going to get dropped again. If it lands on 1 or 6, then you're going to get back up and continue fighting. If it lands on 6, then you're going to get back up, continue, and actually win and come back. Like, it's literally a gamble. Make a pay-per-view card with no title fights that would sell 1 million plus pay-per-view buys. McGregor. Here's the main event. McGregor. Ferguson. Okay? Co-main event. Marvin Vettori, Darren Till, title elimination bout. Feature fight. I don't know what else to do. Feature fight. Sean O'Malley, Marlon Vera. 4th fight down the list. Sean Strickland, Jared Cannonier. Opener of the main card. Taito Ivasa, Tom Aspinall. Done. 1 million buys easy. Dustin versus Conor 4. Tony versus Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker's already signed to fight Nasrat, but, you know. No, let's not immediately do Dustin versus Conor 4, please. No way. End of the year, any new champs? I think Volko keeps his belt, but he could lose it. I think most likely to lose their belt before the end of the year. Nunes will keep the belt. Rose will keep the belt. Shevchenko will keep the belt. Shit, is the most likely guy to lose his belt actually going to be Ngannou? That's weird. That is not the reality we were going to be living in. Aljo is most likely to lose his belt. Piotr Jan will beat Aljamain Sterling, and Garn will beat Ngannou in December. Oliveira as well, of course, there's a chance, but I don't know. It's a risky one. I truly believe Poirier Oliveira is a bit 50-50. Thank you for the $5 sniff. Thank you for the $5, good sir. Thank you. Ali is the most overrated ever. Got punched in the head more than any other boxer, which is why he ended up looking like he was always surviving an earthquake. Okay, dude. Okay. Thank you for the $5. Thank you for that $5, dude. There was no need for that one. Anyway, imagine playing Jenga with Muhammad Ali. Colby will win. Mark my word, nerd. Okay, thank you. There's only 4 months left in the year, so basically one more fight for the champions. Yep. Rip Sean Locke. Oh my god, my parents are crushed. My mum's completely crushed by it. It's unfortunate. A UK comedy hero, Sean Locke, down the fucking drain. Colby will win. Mark my word, nerd. No. I have a funny feeling this weekend's card will be one of the best cards of the year. Look how many pick'em fights there are. Okay. No. But yes, it will be one of the better cards. Yeah, there are a lot of pick 'em fights. I do agree with you, actually. I don't know why I said no. I have no idea. I have a weird feeling Aljo's going to TKO Yan. Oh, spinning back fist as well. I keep seeing it in my head like a fucking nightmare. I literally see it every night in my head. Aljo spinning back fisting Yan as Yan's grabbed one of his legs. Yan's going to grab Aljo's leg after a front kick or something, have him bouncing on one leg. Aljo's going to spin him, back fist him, and catch him while he's grabbing onto his leg. I think Yan obviously wins because he's way better by far. But man, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know anymore. It's a very sad reality that we live in when everything's so shy. Weili Rose prediction. I'm going to go with Zhang Weili from China. But Rose will fight Carla Esparza next. Surely, right? There's no other way around it. She's got to fight Esparza next. Carla Esparza. By knockout. No, I'm joking. Rose will beat Esparza. Check my latest John Morgan video. Advertising in my stream, are we? UFC Celebrities and Classics. And you got a sleeping stream to do? Hmm? You lazy bastard. Okay, John Morgan versus the Bulgarian Cowboy. Cardio comparison. Interesting stuff. Do you have neighbors that see you do this stuff outside your house or what? What are you thinking? Anyway. Thank you for the $2, Salamander Man. I appreciate your $2, good sir. Thank you. Thoughts on the August 28th card only having 9 fights? It's funny! But also it's going to have added fights because of the TUF finale, isn't it? And once they reveal who wins in the next episode, if that's... Has that already been revealed? I swear the black guy's still got to win a fight. Isn't there one more fight on TUF? I think there's one more fight on TUF. So once we know that, then they'll be added to the card, I assume. We already know it's Turquoise versus Brady Highstand, but there's going to be another fight to open up the main card, I would assume, which is going to be Black Darren Till versus, or not Black Darren Till, Darren Till and Beetlejuice's love child versus the other guy. I can't remember his name. Battle. Okay, and they're on the card. Oh, yeah, Battle won as well. The comeback. I saw that as well. There you go. That'd be an interesting one. Yan got KO'd one time from a back fist in his amateur fights. The prophecy is there. The prophecy is there. Check the Fight Bubble's most recent IG post. Okay. Am I going to be really badly angered by this or what? What are you thinking? I'm going to go on the... I'm going to take a guess that I am. I'm going to be furious by it. That's my random guess. Here we go. The Fight Bubble message. After hearing that Yana Kunitskaya fought while pregnant last month, Chase Hooper has now lost his record as the youngest competitor in the UFC. Good point. Kelvin Gastelum is set to make his 20th UFC appearance. No one cares. Kat Zingano turned down a UFC fight to appear in the new Halle Berry MMA movie. The schedules didn't work out to do both. She was then cut by the UFC for a few... Oh my God, no! It just gets worse and worse. Oh my God, no. Let me read this to you. Apparently, Kat Zingano turned down a UFC fight to appear in a new Halle Berry MMA movie. The schedules didn't work out to do both. She was then cut by the UFC for refusing to fight. Then she was cut by the movie because they only wanted to use active UFC fighters. Just left with nothing. Just left with nothing. Oh, that is so bad, dude. Just left with absolutely nothing out of all of that. Jesus. That is so brutal, dude. Literally left with absolutely nothing. Trying to be picky on what she does, nothing. Left with absolutely nothing. That is so bad, dude. Still beat Nunes, though. That is so bad. That's funny, though. Good stuff. BKFC. Let's go. Nasrat will beat Hooker. I doubt it. Unless that's okay in this country. I'm not too sure what they treat prostitutes like. Guru, what do you think of a free-for-all press conference with the top 10 ranked bantamweights? A free-for-all press conference with the top 10 ranked bantamweights. I don't know. Top 10 ranked bantamweights. Yeah, that'd be a good one. I mean, let's read out the top 10 bantamweights. That'd be a great press conference. Just no O'Malley. Top 10 bantamweights and O'Malley in there as well, so they can all just shit on him. Aljo, Yan, Dillashaw, Sandhagen, Font, Aldo, Moraes, Garbrandt, Edgar, Munoz, and Cruz all in one press conference. They should just do that, man. They should have one of those every 6 months for every division, and the amount of promo you would get from that if everyone interacted with everyone would be great. I don't know how it would work, but that would be a great thing to do. Especially if they're all in the same country or something, you know? Which, to be honest, they are. Jesus, a lot of people talk shit about how USA has no champs. Look at the bantamweight division. Aljo, American-based. Yan is not American-based, but he trains at ATT sometimes for his training camp, so he kind of is. Dillashaw's American-based. Sandhagen, American-based. Rob Font, Jose Aldo, same story, both of them. Moraes, Garbrandt, Edgar, Munoz, Cruz, Marab, Asansao, Rivera, Marlon Vera, Stamen, all fighting out of America. You can look through any division. It's very similar in a lot of ways. USA's definitely got the best gyms. Davison press conference. I don't know, brother. Still hot, though, yeah. Chiesa dropped Masvidal with a straight left. I know, dude. They were scrambling, and he just cracked Masvidal, but then he just fucking... He realized he'd hurt Masvidal too much, so he decided to just let Masvidal have a dash choke. You know what I'm saying? How much times did that times a hard guy look like Darren Till also do that line as Marlon Moraes? I have no idea what that line is. Only relevant in the manlit weight classes. Okay. USA! 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 Guru, why do Conor's punches look so forced nowadays? Like, did something happen to his eyes? He has no range finding anymore. Or, yeah. And hear me out. Hear me out for a second, okay? You ready? Or Poirier's one of the best fighters in the world, and he made McGregor miss sometimes. But he does look a little bit more forced. His timing is not as what it was, to be fair. But there's also some other factors in there as well. You know what I mean? Did you see the Treason Gore KO on TUF? That's the one thing I didn't see. I saw Ricky Turquoise's fights, which were very good, but very sloppy, I must say. I was watching the TUF fights earlier. Man, fucking, they're good scraps, some of them, but all of the quality of the actual talent and technique is actually kind of shockingly bad. But what is it? Treason Gore KO on TUF. What season was it? Let me find out. This is why there's no point buying anything, dude, because YouTube just fucking has it regardless of what you paid for it. You know what I mean? It's just going to be there on YouTube. Let me look at this KO real quick. This fucking guy, huh? Okay, so here's the KO. Uppercut, rocks him a bit. Jab, misses. Front kick lands good from the guy, but here it comes. Here's the KO. What's it going to be? Yeah. Oh, he just check hook drops him and puts him down. That's a good KO. It didn't look too powerful, though, but that's a good KO. Wow, Team Ortega won something. Actually, that's good. Good for them. Trajan Gore is the best name on TUF. Okay. Treason. Left hook. Larry. Guru, will you do a members only live stream today? Yes, I'm thinking about buying a membership. Whoa, wait no longer. You can become a member using the link in the description below for £5 a month. And if you do that, I'll be doing an MMA Q&A live stream every single weekday where it's just me and the members in a chat talking amongst friends about MMA. No one spams. No one does anything bad. We're just chatting about MMA as pals in the members stream. I upload all of the member streams afterwards, and they all get uploaded. So if you want to become a member, you can access hundreds of episodes of MMA podcasts every weekday. It's like 20 non-retarded versions of Below the Belt every single month. It's great stuff. £5 a month. Link in the description below. It's good stuff. All uploaded afterwards, and there's a live chat there as well. Now I've lost a lot of viewers. Let's get back to it. How's it going? They don't want to fight for the title. Just quickly on Edward's impression, we're back in the mix. Fuck the non-members. Broke fools here. Okay. How much is the membership? £5 a month, no less. Person who is actually a human who asked me to do that and read that out. You have to survive in the Shark Tank here. Did Dan Hooker's wife keep her last name? I would. What's more likely, you reaching 1 million subscribers or we're seeing an Asian heavyweight champ in the UFC? I'll hit 1 million subs. More likely, because I'm definitely going to hit that. But there will be a maybe Asian. How tall are Asians? They're tall people. 5'8", 5'7.5", 5'7". They could have a chance of getting some like heavyweights out there being something. I mean, they're not going to have the chance like Northern Europeans would have, but they got a chance. I mean, they're not. I don't know. Africa's got heavyweight champs, and they're like on average 5'3". So there's definitely got a chance. I just think they're so smart. Why would they? You know, when you got top level IQ, you don't need to scrap in a cage. Dog meat makes them short. Okay, calm down. Remember that time Zhang was saying how much dog she's got in her? I got that dog in me. Don't bring the dog out of me. At that press conference, she was just threatening that she might throw up. Don't bring the dog out of me. I got that dog in me. I'm not just talking about breakfast. They're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. Who's more likely to fluke it, Alan Patrick or Sterling? Oh, Sterling, just because he's still a championship level fighter. With a protruding bulge as well, that will surely skew it in your favor. Don't know what that means. She has a dog and cat in her. Okay. Well, a dog and cat. Would you pay for a membership that's $5 per month when there's free streams every day? Be honest. Would you get your question read out every single time you type it, or just get ignored for half an hour and maybe get one of your questions answered over the period of 2 hours? That's the question. You know what I'm saying? That's the real question right there. Don't bring the dog out of me. Your mother last night asking me to leave it in. Don't bring the fucking dog out of me. Do bantamweights walk around at 150, 160? Nah. I reckon bantamweight's like 165, 170. You can't be that small of a person. No way is anyone actually 160 pounds. 160 pounds is very, I guess the flyweights. I guess the flyweights would be, but like 150? Like that's like their peak shape at the end of camp. I don't think people actually are 150 pounds. There's no way. Rather be a Catholic, priest, or a rabbi. Now, what technically is a rabbi? Dude, those beards are pretty cool. I'd rather just, like, not believe in a stupid damn religion. Not Islam. Muslim is very good. It's true religion. It's actually the true religion out there. Not them. Any other religion, though, I completely insult as dumb. Every other one. Every other one of them. But not that one specific one, because, you know. One of that one. It's so good you can't insult it. And every movie anyone has ever liked. Okay. Get ignored, Angelo Cash. Fucking bitch. 25 pound of cock. Thank you for saying that in my fucking stream. Atheist fedora neckbeard, lol. Milady. Rabbis rule the world and they worship Satan. I've never heard of Satan. I am 5'10" and 160 thick legs. You are not. Stephen Craig. He's got no hair on his head. Have you seen that video of the UK police force? It's a great video. I'm not calling you baldy. Police brutality. It's good stuff. No, I'm 5'11", 170. How about you fucking die in a hole and don't come back from that hole? I don't like you very much indeed. I'm saying.
Please. Yeah, what's the crack here? I've done nothing wrong. You've got alcohol in this. You've got alcohol in it. No, it is, yeah. Well, if you play your cards right, all you need to do is give me once more, you'll be arrested. Don't swear again. Pick up your litter, please. I'm sorry, Baldy.
It's a great video. I would recommend it. Guru, how long till Taliban takes over London? They're here. No, I'm joking. They're not here yet, but like shortly we'll have 20,000 people coming over, and 83% of them are men between the ages of 18 to 39. So, you tell me. Jan walks around at 152. Saw it on his wife's Insta story a while back. Okay. That's not that big, honestly. Guru's lying. He still struggles to read in members' chats. He's dyslexic. Okay. You know what's really annoying, dude? Look how fucking difficult the word dyslexic is. That's like the most ironic thing in life. Look how annoyingly spelt the word dyslexic is. That is like a fuck you. Oh, you're dumb? Here's the word for what you are. You know what I mean? Oh, you can't read words? Here's what you are. And they just give you that fucking word. That's so mean. Thank you for the $2, David Longoria. And I'm going to love doing it. I'm going to love doing it. Thank you for the $2. I appreciate you. Thank you. Anyone else donating? Go ahead. The Y makes it weird. The Y does make it weird. Oh, snapping front kick to the hand. Oh, snapping front kick to the hand. Stop the fight! Retard is a perfect word. Indeed. Ugh. I feel like O'Malley's small head will get KO'd by ranked guys. True. Conor does kind of look like the devil. I don't know how he does, but perhaps he does. Jan is in shape, though, for the whole year. Usman also stays at 190-ish, but if he blows up, he'd be like 210 plus. Yeah, that'd be like fight camp Usman is like 190 at least, I'd say. Tard means smart if retard means dumb. O'Malley's getting KO'd. I bet you he signs a fight with Lewis Smolker and says, I don't give a fuck. This is my career. I don't give a fuck what you think. Thank you for the $5, Salamander Man. I appreciate your $5, good sir. Thank you so much indeed. The card on August the 28th got saved by the 2 TUF fights. Before, the card only had 7 fights. Yeah, but they knew TUF was going to be on that card. But yes, that is a very poor amount of management gone into that card. However, does it really only have that many fights? Because I bet you I'll find right now that it has a little bit more than that. I'm just going to have a wild guess. Oh, shit. No, it only does. What? So let's get this straight, UFC. Let's get this straight then. If any fight falls off the card, it's fucked. What are they doing? What are they doing? There was cancelled fights. Yeah, prepare for them. What the fuck are they doing? It doesn't make any sense. Why is every fight night card absolute dog shit? This was a good card. Be prepared for fallouts. What if Daniel Rodriguez never said yes in the middle of being in Disneyland on short notice to fight Kevin Lee? And he couldn't even be on the card. It's so shit, man. We should actually fucking burn down the UFC PI. Giga Chikhedzi's pre-UFC opponents had a combined record of 3-56. I know, he has the worst padded record in maybe MMA history, other than Khabib, because they were literally rigged for him to win. Goo, did you notice that Schaub made his below the belts 15 minutes long after you compared your members stream to it? Okay. Interesting. We had 4 fights cancelled in 2 days for that card. There you go. It's ridiculous. They should be prepared for saving him. But we got Celsius, though. Pathetic non-Americans who live in an American-dominated world. Peace out, guys. I don't care what that means. People can have whatever measurements they want. Thank you for the $5, Roshama. I appreciate your $5, good sir. Thank you. I think it's amazing that Kelvin is only 29 and entertaining his physical and mental prime. Besides his diet, what gives with Kelvin? Thanks again, Guru. I have no idea, but everyone should subscribe to the stream now. I do this every day. What? Thank you for the $5, Roshama. But let me listen. What gives with Kelvin? Thanks again, Guru. Let me read it again. I think it's amazing that Kelvin is only 29 and entering his physical and mental prime. Kelvin Gastelum. Besides his diet, what gives with Kelvin? What gives? He's too small and doesn't have reach or like length of legs for footwork. He's too small and he's not even like crazy fast. He's a fat little shit who needs to lose some fucking weight and move down to welterweight like every normal UFC fighter. That's my opinion, Roshama. Thank you for the $5. I couldn't really understand that, but what gives? I'm going to go with he's a fat disgrace. He needs to lose some fucking weight. He's an abomination. Move down to welterweight like everyone else. Do you watch Mexican mixed martial arts? Yes, I do. Conor McGregor got smashed. Khabib Nurmagomedov is the GOAT. I watch him a couple times. No, I haven't watched him recently, but I know he makes videos. Rate my takeaway impression. Right, lads, here we go. Back on the road for another Rate My Takeaway. Off we go then. Hey up. Lol, you're going to feel like a clown when he flatlines Jared's old ass. Okay, then. Kelvin Gastelum has... maybe, yes. Maybe this is... Oh, maybe you're onto something here. Kelvin Gastelum's only wins recently outside of Ian Heinisch have been against old Brazilian men. Or old men in general. Think about Gastelum's wins. They're all against old men. Maybe Jared Cannonier fits that bill. You could live up to the fact that he can only be, outside of Heinisch, people over the age of 35. Almost KO'd Izzy. Yeah, but then you know what happened? He conveniently shot a takedown to save Adesanya and not finish him. Imagine if that happened and we didn't have Adesanya as a star right now. Ha ha ha! You know, after the fight, he gained KO power and grew a breast to fight after that. That's weird. Imagine if we didn't have him as a star right now. We'd literally have nothing. Imagine no Adesanya right now. With no McGregor right now. There'd be nothing in the UFC. I think he'll KO Cannonier, to be honest. Punch for punch, they are similar, but chin for chin, they are polar opposites. Okay. Jacare Bisping Kennedy. Old people. Vitor Belfort as well, but it got overturned. If it goes to the 5th round, I see Ferguson beating the crap out of Conor. Yeah, I can see that as well. You're right, it would be a 5-rounder, but I think McGregor could clip him. We'll see. And watching Gaethje clip Ferguson and rock him, It seemed like when he landed enough of them, it just stopped Ferguson from being able to walk him down. You really hate Izzy? No, I'm saying what if he wasn't here? It'd be bad. What do you mean I hate Izzy? I'm saying if he wasn't here, it'd be terrible right now. You really think Kelvin was paid off? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he shot a takedown on a future superstar after rocking him really badly on the feet. That never happens in other fights, like when Andre Sukumtar shot a takedown and laid on O'Malley for 3 rounds, even though he had a broken fucking leg. You know? Never happens. Would O'Malley still get his ass whooped if his leg was good in a Cheeto fight? I think he would beat Marlon Vera in a rematch, dude. You do hate Izzy, though, Guru. You can't lie. Izzy's not that bad. He just cringes me out sometimes because he's just a bit fake and he lies a bit too much. And he's just a bit of a cringer. You know what I mean? You're implying it was rigged for Izzy to be champ. I'm not. I'm just saying, like, it was convenient that it happened. I'm not saying it was rigged for him to become champ. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, you know, for the only 2 times in history when a fighter has shot a takedown on an incredibly rocked opponent, it's been for the greater good of both divisions. When they've both been stars. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, guys. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's just the only 2 times fighters shoot on someone who's clearly about to be finished in a high-profile fight. They just so happen to be the massive superstars. No problem. Sure. YouTube deserves to go bankrupt. Horrible garbage, useless service with no notice. Okay, true. Why doesn't UFC host a big conferences anymore? I have no idea. No idea. This chat is a bunch of fat haters. Shut up, please, you stupid cunt. There's no such thing as a hater, dude. You can't be a hater, dude. There's just different perspectives and people disliking others and giving them criticism. You can't, no one's giving someone. Here's the thing, yeah? That whole hater thing, they're always fucking correct. They're always correct on an inadequacy of a person that they're shitting on. So they can't be a hater. There's no such thing as haters. They're just people who are willing to say the negative parts about others that are famous. Haters never just randomly make up lies. Well, they do sometimes, but it's very rare. Normally, they're hating on something that actually happened. Like, fuck you, Izzy, you fed your dog with your mouth. He's just a hater. No, you fed your dog with your fucking mouth, you fucking weirdo. You know what I mean? No such thing as haters, dude. People just like to critique others because they can't hold their opinions, which is a good thing sometimes. You need to have those people. Guru, why are you sad and overweight? Perhaps the 2 are linked. Kevin KO Bisping probably is the greatest. Okay. I hate British food. Sound like a hater? I'm not a hater. I'm just a critiquer of others, regardless of who they are. You know what I'm saying? When will Justin James get back and conquer the UFC, putting himself on parlays and stuff? You know, just give him a fucking couple fights. He'll be back in there, you know? I wonder if you can bet on LFA. That's where he's going. I hate people who wear beanies. You're just a hater, dude. You're banned. Someone else. I didn't even mean to ban you. No one even got banned. Guru is literally the #1 MMA hate channel. It's true. And it's necessary right now because it's shit at the moment. Could Kelvin beat Usman at 170? Yeah, probably. Tujazjib, thank you very much. Welcome to the Beanie Cult, good sir. You can now access members-only MMA Q&A live streams every single weekday, and they all get uploaded afterwards in podcast form for you to watch back whenever you want. You can now access about 100 members Q&A streams to go back and watch. Thank you very much for joining the membership program, good sir. Link in the description below. £5 a month. 20 non-retarded versions of Below the Belt a month for just £5 a month. Link in the description below. Thank you for the membership. Qatar landed good shots on Holloway. He did, really, and he's lucky that Holloway didn't get... I mean, Holloway's lucky he didn't get KO'd, in all honesty. There's a moment in the 5th round where Holloway's doing his talking and stuff, and he's doing his slipping, and Qatar lands like a big jab, boom, right hand, straight on Holloway's chin. It actually kind of sinks him for a second, but he just takes it. It's crazy. Holloway's got a ridiculous chin. Don't spam in the chat, Clutch Hat Trick. I have no idea how you're even doing it because there's a slow mode on. Yeah, Max got stunned. He didn't get stunned because he took it well, but he definitely felt that, oh shit, that was a big, powerful shot. Qatar was landing huge shots on him, but then Holloway would go off on a fucking 20-punch combination. So there's not much you can do about it. Fuck a slow mode. Okay, don't ever call me names ever again, please. I beg of you. Thank you. Thank you. Come again. Am I crazy, or is Cyril Gane a better candidate for Fighter of the Year than Dustin Poirier right now? Dustin Poirier? What the fuck are you talking about? McGregor broke his leg in a fight. What the fuck are you talking about, Poirier fight? Are you dumb? Are you actually mentally retarded? Stop. Poirier beat McGregor once, a ranked contender, and then McGregor broke his leg in the rematch, or the trilogy, sorry. Usman's the Fighter of the Year by far. Especially if he beats Covington at the end of the year. If Gane beats Zingano at the end of the year, I don't mind Gane being a candidate. But I think if Usman defends the belt 3 times this year, he's definitely going to be Fighter of the Year. I used to Amar Easy and I had a membership, but I got banned. But here I am. Thank you very much, good sir. Do you watch Karate Combat? Okyokushin Karate. He rejuvenated the leg. He attacked them from where you cannot be it yourself. Thank you very much for the $5. Other than that, though, I have watched a bit of Karate Combat. Yes, it's pretty cool, I think. I'd like to see I'd like to see it become like a sport where people can come from it, you know? Because normally when you see a karate guy, it's like, oh, yeah, you hit pads in a gym somewhere. And you did little, like, contact sparring with pads on. Like, you didn't really learn karate. There's no avenue for karate sports that's that big. So for that to exist, you could have guys joining the UFC in a couple of years that are like, and his Karate Combat record is 11-0, and you know what I mean? And then in a couple more years, it will be, and this guy's a 30-0 flawless Karate Combat specialist over the last 4 years. And now he's picking up some MMA stuff. Like, it's just another avenue to lead people towards MMA from karate. But they might just do that and make money there. I don't know. Dustin beat the biggest name in UFC, though. Yeah, but I don't care about the size of the name. I care about how many people you've beaten. You know? What level those people were that you beat. Are you a champion? Were they title defenses? What were the dominance of the victories? I think Usman's definitely the Fighter of the Year if he beats Covington. Karate Combat could spawn some serious striking assassins. Yeah. Like, that's where, like, Wonderboy could have came through. So that'd be cool. Kevin Lee is convinced the Russian bots spam the polls. Okay. You know how Russians feel about polls. World War II, baby. Both sides. Let's not forget. Let's not forget. Russians and Poles, they can't help themselves but invade. Stephen Craig versus Paul prediction. Okay, then. Usman's a weight bully. He wins nothing. Everything, nothing. He wins nothing. Your note is nothing. Guru, could Conor do better than Jorge against Usman? I think he could. I mean, in the rematch, yeah, he could definitely do better than Jorge against Usman, but would he? I would doubt it, because Usman's got a ridiculously long reach. Conor's legit the biggest pay-per-view star of all time. Yeah, obviously. Why are you acting like you're saying hot takes? I don't care how big the name value is. I don't care. Fighter of the Year is not who beat the biggest name. It's not how it works. It's who's the best fighter this year based on accomplishments. And if a champion defends the belt 3 times, they're the best fighter of the year. Sorry. Thank you for the $2, Jack Crisman. Roman Dolidze is Fighter of the Year. Okay, well, let's just shut up then. Khabib is Fighter of the Year. He didn't even fight. But that actually got awarded to him, no? ESPYs gave him Fighter of the Year halfway through. He hadn't even fought that year. That's the delusion of it. Whoa. Oh. Whoa. Oh. Whoa. 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 Khabib should be fighter of the year every year. How about you shut your mouth, you stupid bitch? Khabib soccer player of the year. Yeah, against goalies who stand out the way of the goal and hide behind the fucking post. Yeah. Diego Sanchez fighter of the year. Okay. Fought his way free of Joshua Fabia's grip, so that's a good thing. Guru, last night you had me dying. Bravo. Would you like to talk about Khabib later for 10 hours, brother? Yes. Guru, you have to be humble, brother. Okay, brother, yes. Is Gane the best striker of all time at heavyweight? You know what? You should shut your mouth. No, Gane is the best striker of all time at heavyweight. It doesn't matter if he beats Ngannou or not. He's the best. He's the best technical striker we've seen at heavyweight ever, by far. Said this for ages. Vid today. This shall be it. I'm hoping. Thank you for the €2. John K. You are a smelly mustard nonce, Guru. Fabia for Prez. Now, something I don't quite like about that. I don't like the meanness that you've said about me. It's very unfortunate. Gone, then Sean Jordan. Okay. Chris Moutinho is Fighter of the Year 2021, Joe Rogan. Thank you for the €2, John K. Thank you for the insult, dude. Touch my bath. No, I'm good. Why don't people bring up Khabib as the one who started all of his rivalries? Because he won, dude. It's literally all that matters. The winner and loser. It doesn't matter anything at all. Everyone loved McGregor when he was shit talking. Now they hate him when he's losing. That's just how it is. Beep, 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 beep. Impression of a Dagestani asking to hang out. I did it yesterday, dude. Stop making me repeat jokes. Guru, imagine if Moreno wins Fighter of the Year, lol. I know without a doubt Figgy sold. I know. We'll know without a doubt for sure. And it's all over. It is all over. Vicious body kick. It was a head kick. It was a head kick. He kicked him in the fucking head, obviously, you dumb fuck. What's that from? Tell me what fight this is from for the commentary. It is all over. Vicious body kick KO. It was a head kick. It was a head kick. It was obviously a fucking head kick, you idiot. He got KO'd. He clearly kicked him in the head. Dude, you didn't even post the stream. It's fine. Dude, shut your mouth. Figure 100% sold. Shameless. I know, shameless as fuck. Brown versus Cerrone. Yes, it was. Thoughts on fake Israel back when he used to fight in China? He's held up Chinese flags and said, I'm from Africa, but I'm a true Chinaman. Really? Jesus. People like to shit on Usman, but the run he's going on is historic. If he beats Colby, this would be his 5th title defense. True. But it's not historic, though. It's a good win, yeah. It's a good title streak that he's got, but, like, it's not historic to get 5 defenses. Historic would be, like, reaching 10 or 9 or 11. You know what I mean? Not 5. Especially when they're all rematches as well. Where do you rank Dustin pound for pound? I don't know. I'm going to say wherever he is. No surprise, that's how you get people to become emotional. Okay. Did you see karate match DQ in Olympics finals? They're so dumb, dude. This is the reason why those fucking sports will never be successful in fucking MMA or real fighting. Sorry, you KO'd him too hard. You don't win. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Whatever. Fucking absolute animal, yeah. You mad rats. Cunt. Prick. Doik. Shitebag. You wee fucking bollocks tossler. Oh, chin chin, oh, chin chin, oh, chin chin, oh, chin chin. Beza versus Pereira would be a banger fight. It'd be a banger, mate. It'd be a great fucking fight, mate, yeah. Yeah, how Usman never popped is amazing. I mean, he's obviously on roids. You just got to remember it whenever they start talking about legacy, brother. You know this. I'd fancy Aljo's chances in an Olympic karate match. Of course, yes. And seems as though the gi of this opponent has touched Aljo on the chin and he can no longer continue. It's going to be a DQ win for Aljo. That's too much damage. Curry thoughts, picks for TUF finale. Black guy and also Ricky Turquoise. I will say this, though. I know that guy's a can crusher. The only reason I'm saying this is because I don't know how good his cardio is, but the can crusher that's on the fight, the guy that's taking on Ricky Turquoise, Brady Highstand, he's actually pretty good. I know people were shitting on him on the show because he's a can crusher and he's not that good and he wasn't supposed to win. But he's got good grappling. So I wouldn't even be shocked if he out-grapples the guy. Hey, Guru, how far do you see Kelvin Gastelum going fighting at welterweight if he bothered to cut weight? Another 3 years, at least. How many hours a day do you spend watching Weidman's Won't Back Down podcast? You can't get me off of it, mate. You know what I mean? Is he actually still doing it? What's the views like? Oh, they have gone down the drain for views. But the podcasts actually do decent for views. They don't at all. This is what I'm talking about, guys, okay? When they say these fighters don't get paid enough, like, they maybe kind of do. Because when you look at what they bring on their own as their own name value, like, I'm getting more views than Weidman's channel. And I'm not Chris Weidman, the former fucking champion. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not Chris Weidman in any way. It's pretty interesting, you know? Oh, well. His Anderson Silva one got big views. But these guys, they bring on people with name value for reasons they don't understand. Yes, Miesha Tate is a big name on Instagram and she's got a lot of following. But when you're bringing her on a podcast, you have to understand the reason why people would watch Miesha Tate on a podcast would be because they'd want to hear her speak. No one wants to hear her speak. You understand? People need to understand what people are famous for. You know? Just because they got followers does not mean they're going to bring you views on a speaking podcast. You understand? Yes. Say, I'm a problem, but in a Darren Till accent. Oh, thanks. I'm a fucking problem, mate. I'm a fucking problem. Backpack. Me fucking backpack in me back. KG 11-second KO, mark my words. I doubt it. Members stream. Can you just fucking zip it for 1 fucking second, dude? Thank you. People who call you overweight don't understand what it's like to live in nearly 6'3" frame like us. Just kidding, I'm 5'2" and on a ventilator. Okay. I thought we could, like, be together for a second there, but you just shut it down. Schaub started a new podcast, and he had TJ and Ortega as guest. It's a Fight Companion podcast. I've already seen it. I missed it. And we're good. The fighter and the simp. Okay. Lamau, that Ricky Turquoise dude pisses me off. Nothing is cool about him, and he's just a weirdo. He's equivalent to being a hobo into TUF. Shit, the hobo would be more intriguing. No, I don't mind him. He seems a bit interesting, but he's just a human quote reel. You know what I mean? And they're not that good on TUF. He's literally doing this. Wow, there's a lot of dust on my TV. I just started a fucking blizzard. Shit, there's a lot of TUF on the top of my TV. 6'3" is not NBA height. Try like 6'11", around there, 6'9". Dude, why would I want to be that tall? You're literally a fucking freak if you're that tall. Shut the fuck up before I fucking clamp their legs and it snaps in half. What the fuck? Yeah, there's a lot of dust over the top of my screen, I've just realized. Lovely dust. Mmm. Delicious. That made me sneeze. Yeah, clean that shit. What the fuck? I can't fucking see behind my TV all the time. You're breathing in that shit? Ugh. This fucking boring cunt. Always got to fucking bring it back to, dude, health and safety, dude. Dust came off my fucking screen and you can see it because the light's showing it up, dude. Sorry. That's very unhealthy. Lowers your testosterone for sure. I could fucking do with it. So one rogue bit of dust just fucking zipped off on its own there. The Guru and Khabib have the same amount of fights in 2021, but Khabib gets Fighter of the Year. Where's my fucking trophy? Where's my fucking belt? Hire someone to clean it? No. I honestly reckon that's why your beard isn't growing correctly. My beard grows how it's predestined to grow from birth, do you understand? There's not too much else to do with it. Even though Guru is a Volk fanboy. What? He still puts Volk's chin at D tier. He can actually be non-biased at times. I'm not a Volk fanboy. I just know that he... I don't give a fuck about... Stop. Volkanovski is boring. I don't give a fuck about him, okay? He beat Holloway twice. That's all I have ever said. I'm not a fanboy for thinking that. That's just the truth. That's all it is. That is just the truth of the situation. There's nothing else about it, okay? It's just the truth. I'm not biased in any way towards him. Your beard's fine. You just don't shave the patchy parts. I love the fucking patchy parts, yeah? Guru, is Gore the Black Darren Till because Till's nickname is the Gorilla, or is it because they both have muscular heads? It's because their faces are too small for their heads. Both Till and Gore look like you've seen their face and done this on your phone. You know? If you know, you know. You've seen a picture of their face on their head and you've done this on your phone. You know? You've dragged and done that. That's what their faces look like. Guru, my friend with giantism is only going to live to 35. Shit, that's tough. He should just like fucking, I don't know, take over a country or something. Might as well. Honestly, if you're going to die that early, just go out with a bang. I watched your Joshua Ruiz 1 reaction and you look 10 years younger, Brosif. What happened? That's not true, though. You know that's not true. Sharp. I looked bad back then. I even looked at it the other day. Till literally looks like an albino gorilla, though. Okay. Guru, just think about this. If you decide to shave the beard, it'll take another 6 months for it to grow out again. It won't take 6 months in any way. Going out with a bang is famous words said by Talibans. Okay. But Talibans are good, though. They're allowed on Twitter, right? But not Trump. No, it's too bad. But Taliban, they can be on Twitter all they want. No problem. All heroes don't wear capes, but they all wear colored spandex. Dead giveaway. It's truth. Till gave himself the nickname Gorilla Cringe. And it is really cringe in it, to be fair. Especially with his fight style. Like, if Till was a take you down, beat you up kind of guy, it would make sense. But, like, he's anything but a gorilla. A better nickname for Darren Till would be the Tickler. Darren, the Scouse Tickler Till. That would be his nickname. The Gorilla. Like he's in any way aggressive. You know what I mean? Muay Thai or Taekwondo? I did Taekwondo for longer, but Muay Thai is a more effective fight style for sure. Well, obviously, because Taliban are not racist, sexist. Okay, Okay. Did you hear about Brendan Schaub saving the kids from a car crash? But he didn't know. Brendan Schaub opened the back door of a car that kids were in half an hour after it crashed. I read the article at the start of the stream, okay? I read the article at the start of the stream. Brendan Schaub rescues children from a car crash. The car had crashed. The children were fine in the back of the car. Brendan Schaub opened the back door and let them out. Let's be real. He didn't jump from his car to the other one and like grab the steering wheel and turn it out the way of the vehicles and It's a very big thing. Yeah, I mean, it's been made to be a huge deal. He's a hero. They were literally in the back seat of the car, absolutely fine. He opened up the car door to let them out. That's it. The kids weren't fine. No, you know what I mean by fine. Their mother had died, so they're not going to be that fine. I understand. But they weren't, like, gonna die. Taekwondo footwork is better, though, yeah. Everyone's calling him a hero and a legend. I mean, Jesus Christ. Why did Brendan hate it? Explain to me. I don't know what that means. He looks like an albino ape. Okay, interesting. Hair reveal for 100k? No. Guru, maybe minoxidil for beard when you go bald. I'm not bald in any way. I've got the best head of hair ever. My hair is my fucking deciding factor of my life. Darren Honey Badger Till. Okay. Break down Brunson path to victory versus Till. Here's what Brunson needs to do against Till if he wants to win. Yeah, you ready? Before the fight, pray to God. Here's what Brunson needs to do. Before the fight, pray to God 50 times over. God, please, please, please. Please, God, please, God. This is Derek Brunson before the fight. Hey, please, God above, I know you've let me win the Shabazian one. I know you let me win some other fights as well that I shouldn't have against Kevin Holland especially. Now listen to me. Please let the reality be that Darren Till is secretly shit and can't fight. And if that is the reality, I'll win. That's all it is. There's no game plan. It's just if Darren Till is shit at fighting, he won't be able to beat Derek Brunson. Anyway, I'm going to go now, guys. Toodle pip. See you later. Members, go to the community tab. Non-members, watch this one back on the channel. Toodle Pippington. I'll see you later. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. Community tab members, non-members, go to the channel right now and watch this video back. Toodle pip.